Yo's, heys, hellos, what's going on, everybody? It is your boy, the Loaf King, aka in the past, Master Games 22. If you're not used to it by now, you need to be used to it at this point. I'm the Loaf King, and I shall be giving you an update on all of the lunchboxes, endeavors, and of course, what we plan to do in the future. So, without further ado, I'd like to dive straight into one of the bigger things that have taken place. So first off, followers on our Twitch page, we reached 92. Yo, that is huge for us in a whole number of ways because we were not there before. We were at like 50. I think we managed to hit like 50 or 53. And we were just ecstatic about that. But now, by the end of this year, we've reached 92. Might seem small to some Twitch users or YouTube users and yada yada. But the fact that we managed to actually hit 92 is a big thing for us, and we appreciate the support. We've also became affiliated over that time. So we've been able to do more things such as create emotes and set up little labels so people can know that we know that you went ahead and followed us or that you went ahead and subbed to us and all that mess. You know, we've been very appreciative and happy about that. And I, as the leader of the group, would once again like to thank you guys for the amount of support and just checking us out in general. Even if you didn't end up following, and you just ended up, taking a look at us, we appreciate you giving us a thought of your time or just, considering. I hope that maybe those that did view us will reconsider on actually coming by and giving us at least a follow, because we're just going up from here. There's no going down, really. We can only just evolve and become better than we already are. So once again, I want to go ahead and give thanks to that. I'd like to go ahead and talk about what we managed to do this year besides that, and that was the games. We had a number of games that we wanted to play that I was hoping that we could get through all of them, but we actually didn't. But to name what we did do, we managed to play Scott Pilgrim. That was a Let's Play on the channel. It's actually kind of technically still ongoing. Like, we got pretty far in it. I think it was close to the end, but we didn't really actually get around to finishing that. So that's still kind of something that we may come back to eventually. I don't know, we'll see. But that was a little fun endeavor there. That was with me, the Amazing Christian Man, and Magic Lunchbox, aka Joe Magic. So if you didn't catch it, you should go ahead and take a look at the YouTube channel and look at the gameplays of what we did there. Besides that, we had, to me, a very successful Super Mario 3D World playthrough. That was the best. I loved every minute of it. I think that might be my favorite playthrough that we did all of 2021. That was with me, Amazing Christian Man, Magic Lunchbox, aka Joe Magic, and D-Man, aka Darius. And yeah, we killed that playthrough pretty good. Like, we were struggling at first, as most people would, getting used to how co-op is and how you can screw each other over. Sometimes we just focused on screwing each other over. But overall, we had a blast with it. I think I can honestly say that. And I know I definitely did. And we managed to get all the way to the Star World. That's the bonus stages there. We didn't really do all of those yet. Maybe we might one day go back and do that. That would be kind of fun to revisit. But overall, we finished the main game. So that was good. To add on to that, Bowser's Fury, I played through that game. Wow. It gave me more of an idea of what exactly I pictured as, you know how when you play Mario games, you normally see like the animations are for 2D Mario games. You see like this perspective from a side view of everything. I feel like that game was literally giving me the 3D perspective of what that game would actually play like. And on top of that, transitioned into like a more sandbox environment more than point A to point B type of scenario. So that open freedom that that game had, great. I loved every bit of it. I loved the theme of it. Fighting Kaiju Bowser, amazing stuff. I enjoyed every bit of that. So that full playthrough is on the channel. I believe I 100%ed it too. So yeah, check that out when you have the time. Besides that, Monster Hunter Rise. So Monster Hunter Rise was a stream and a let's play. That game, I believe I only have one streamed game, one recorded gameplay on the channel, but on our Twitch, we have plenty of gameplay of when we played that game. So yeah, I've been getting into it a lot more lately because I was able to play with Cadre Bandit, and eventually we also got Zemus Arello. Man, when we get a good fight in, we get a good fight in. That's all I can say. But when we get wrecked also. So it's a double-edged sword. You're gonna either have a good time or you're gonna have a bad time. But overall, we enjoyed the challenge, and we're looking forward to the DLC that's coming out in 2022. So stay tuned for more Monster Hunter Rise content with that. I may record more of that than I do of the base game, which I actually believe I did manage to finish. I had made a new character compared to who I was using before, but I think we're pretty much set and ready for when the DLC comes out, so no worries there. Following that, did Blue Flame. That was a fun one right there. I don't got too much to say on it because I technically didn't finish it. It was a streaming game that I did, and it took a while to get used to mechanics, but as you got more abilities, it became a little more easier to pull off some crazy maneuvers and attacks and stuff. So yeah, good game. I still recommend it. It's a nice little fun side indie game to play. Following that though, we went ahead and played Persona 5 Strikers. Still am. At the time of this recording, I have not beaten it yet, but I'm hoping I beat it before the end of the year. I want to beat it on stream, so we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully I found a way to manage and make that happen. So yeah, Persona 5 Strikers, great. Little Nightmares 2 also was done this year, and that was done in, I believe it was done in a Lofi Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but we killed that game. Well, I did. This is a single player game, but it was fun. It was a fun little thing. I did feel there was a couple of things a little lacking in that game, but overall I still enjoyed it. Nice little spooks and frights and screwed up stuff also towards the end. No spoilers. Not Nier Replicant. Yes, I was happy to play this game, but man, there are some areas in the game still, even in this updated version. This is Nier Replicant numbers, by the way. I'm saying numbers because I'm not reading all those daggone numbers on the screen. But the game was great, but I think the thing that I did not enjoy the most out of the whole game was these segments where you're literally playing like it's like you're playing a written out dungeon. There's a proper name for them. But a role play dungeon type of thing where you can't actually see what's happening, but you're choosing your choices of which direction you're gonna go. There's paths that you can click. Like they'll give you an option like, what about here, or what about here, or what about here, and then you scroll through it, and it's just a whole set of like paragraphs that you're reading through, and then you have to make the right choice and stuff. Those segments I did not enjoy at all for Nier Replicant, and drove me crazy at one point because I had to like I don't mind sitting down and reading the stuff, but for what the game is, that was not something that I was expecting to come into. I was expecting to be playing through a hack and slash and some RPG features in there, and that's about it. I wasn't expecting to come into a whole literal role play. It was like as if I was reading those books that give you like the different paths you can take. Like they had like a Mario one, a Zelda one. I don't know if anyone's actually seen those, but yeah, that's what it was like for me. And it wasn't really my cup of tea, to be honest. Following that, Outriders. We managed to play that, and we only did one stream of it. From what I know, the game kind of failed a bit. I did not end up getting the full game. It wasn't because I knew that it failed. It was just because there was so many other games that were coming out around the time that I was completely distracted with it. So I didn't really get around to actually doing that how I would have liked to. What else do we got here? I think that was about it. That was about all that we managed to get done since the last update that I gave y'all, which was about like 10 months ago. So yeah, those were the games we completed, but to follow up to that, there were games that we did not get to complete or even play or get, but I'm not gonna name all of them. If you go back, however, there is hope for some games. One of them being Pikmin 3. I still plan on doing a co-op playthrough with that. The person who will be doing this is gonna be surprised by it. I don't know if they're gonna be mad or they're gonna be like, okay. But regardless, I'm getting them to play that with me. So stay tuned for that. And Ty the Tasmanian Tiger, I still want to do a playthrough on that, even if it's by myself. Just the nostalgia of that game would be great to revisit. So at some point in time, I'm gonna find the time to start doing a playthrough or a stream of, or maybe both, of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. So you're in luck with that. So stay tuned for that. That'll be most likely next year, along with Pikmin 3. Those are the only games though currently in my mind that I plan on transitioning over into 2022 as still getting done. So yeah, let's talk about one more other thing while we're at it. One of the things I wanted to manage to do, and in a very organized manner, is the Lofi Sundays. Man, the Lofi Sundays were a success. I'm very grateful to those that tuned in for those. For those that don't know, the Lofi Sundays were essentially segments where I would play games that people really was requesting for me to play, or fan games that were being given to me to play, or sometimes even just developers asking me to try out a beta or whatever of theirs and see how I like them and give them my opinions. Lofi Sundays was very, very fun to do. For not only me, but I feel also for those that viewed it, because we never knew what we were fully getting into unless you did research on the game yourself prior. And for me, obviously, most of the time, I don't really know what I'm getting into unless I look at like some photos. I have a little bit of an idea, but how it actually plays, that was all a matter of trial and error to see. Some games we couldn't even get to actually start, or if we did start them, they were a no-go. But overall, that was a fun segment that I had to kind of cut off at a certain point. Not permanently. I had to take a break because there was just a lot of things that were like piling on. I think it was around September that we took a break from the Lo-Fi Sundays. And I haven't really brought it back since. But it will be coming back next year. Don't worry. That was just too good. I can't stop doing that now. So yeah, Lo-Fi Sunday still coming back, so no worries. And that was also very well executed and enjoyed by many from what I saw. So I've tried to manage to hold on to most of them too. I think we had like about at least, I'm gonna say 35, maybe 40 of them that were done this year. So yeah, I tried to save as many as I could, but I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't have all of them. Anyway though, I think I forgot to say something. Well, I'll get into that a little bit later. I want to speak about the games that the group as a whole is heavily interested in for next year that you will most likely be seeing. I want to get this out the way from now. It's a lot of games. These aren't necessarily games that we all are interested in, but more or less at least one or two of us are interested in said games very heavily. So this is just a list that I went ahead and got up, and I'm just gonna go through it quickly. So first game, Pokemon Legends Arceus, open world Pokemon game. Changing up the formula from the looks of the trailers. Obviously for some, it's gonna be a situation where, oh, well, it may look like that, but it's actually feel like that when you're actually playing it. I don't know, obviously, I have to play it first, but yeah, that's on the list. Horizon Forbidden West. Currently, I am playing Horizon Forbidden Dawn. Wait, no, Horizon Zero Dawn. And I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I believe I'm very close to the end, so I should have it done before the second game comes out. I've watched people play through the game before, but playing it is a whole nother experience. So I'm glad I decided to do that. I've been streaming it, so who knows, maybe you guys will catch a stream of it coming up next year. I don't know, we'll see. Lost Ark. There was a beta for it. This game was recommended from Zemis Arellum of the group, and it was a very good choice. I actually was really into the gameplay and combat. It was enjoyable. Honestly, I felt like it might not be my cup of tea because of the viewing angle, but no, it's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty fun. I think I'm rocking the Ranger in that, or something to that degree, with the guns and such. But yeah, stay tuned for that, because we're definitely a lot of the group is looking forward to playing that game. And that beta was, we only played the beta once, and we're already just like, yeah, we're gonna get that. So stay tuned for that. What else? We have Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Do I really need to say much else? It's Elden Ring. Sifu. Indie little fighting game. It's very interesting, but the combat looks dope in it as well. It's literally martial arts, the game, to me. And I'm down for that. The King of Fighters. Looking forward to that game as well. It's what is this? King of Fighters XV. Roman numeral. I don't know. I'm screwing up. I can't really say that number right now, but I'm looking forward to it regardless. I want to say it's King of Fighters 15, maybe. I don't know. Let me stop trying. Regardless, it's a fighting game that I'm interested in. Following that would be another game called DNF. I think I'm more interested into that. That it's a dungeons fighter game where you play as the classes for that game series. It's apparently based off of I can't remember. Was it made by? It was a Korean team that made DNF, Dungeon Fighter. Or Dungeon Fighter Online or something like that. Either way, game is fun. I enjoy it, and I'm definitely looking forward to it next year, as well as Magic Lunchbox. Babylon's Fall also looked dope. I don't really know what the hell's going on, but the combat looks fun, and hopefully that's enough alone to pull me in, and the story might have something. I appreciate good story too, don't get me wrong, but if the combat is really hidden, I can like let some things go a bit. So yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge is a classic beat 'em up. We like some beat 'em ups in here, so looking forward to that. Forsaken. It's a dope looking game made by Square Enix. That's not Final Fantasy. Stars a black protagonist from the looks of things as well. So yeah. What else we got? Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It is essentially a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio. It has a lot of the past developers on it, including the guy who created the music. So yeah, I gotta give it a shot. There's no way I couldn't. Sonic Frontiers. I'm a Sonic fan. I'm not saying much else because I know my heart could easily be broken, but I tried. I really tried not to get like excited for it when I saw it, but I don't know, man. This I don't want to jinx it, but this might be a really good Sonic game. This could be something really good to push the Sonic series forward. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I think that was about it, actually. Yeah, those are all the games that we are interested in. Took longer than I wanted explaining that, but yeah. That's pretty much about it. I do want to finish this off with one thing, though. We've had some people since we got affiliated that have been subscribing to us, and we've been very grateful for that. But I want to go ahead and shout out a few subscribers that have been consistent in coming back to resub to us and show some love to them, just as they showed the love to us and support. Starting off with Fatalis. Appreciate you, my guy. Matt Moth Mavis, aka Jazz on Silver. Thank you for your support as well. Kobo Marsha, thank you. Arcturus Star, thank you as well. I'll have these on the screen so you don't got to worry about how it's actually spelled. or how I'm like sounding it out. So you guys will know who they are just by looking at the screen. Cliff the Pig, appreciate it. Britt Marcia, also appreciate you. Much to oblige. And of course, the one who's top in terms of the resubs all the time, Rough Man Adventures, who is also part of the Lunchbox. He's been supporting the Lunchbox channel through his page as well. So like, thank you, my guy. Really appreciate you for doing that. And I'm gonna go ahead and also put a whole bunch of the people who have followed us up to now on our Twitch page. I'm gonna go ahead, just this one time, I'm gonna go ahead and put all the followers up on the screen and show some love to them, because to be realistic, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to do what we're doing now, or we wouldn't really have the motivation necessarily to even continue making the content that we do, whether it's through streams or just videos for the channel on YouTube. So once again, thanks to all of them. I should try and make a shorter version of this for the Twitch channel, but yeah, that's gonna be it. I wanted to do this update video before the year ended. It's also technically something to help with transitioning over to next year, so everyone has an idea of what to expect. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Sorry we couldn't manage to get the Glad Bag video out there. Or, well, it wasn't going to be called Glad Bag, but we had a segment that we was going to be doing with Magic Lunchbox, but we didn't really end up finding the time to necessarily do that. There's a lot of things that happened this year that were big changes and lessons, and as well as successes for me personally. I think the same could be said for the others in the group. You know, things that, you know, they wanted to get done that they managed to finally do. So success and appreciation is all around. And going into the next year, there's still some big things I want to do, and they don't necessarily just have to deal with the channel, they just have to deal with life in general. And I hope you guys will continue to pursue and do big things for yourself as well. So sorry this video was so long, but I hope you managed to stick through it. And as always, this is the Loaf King of the Lunchbox. And if you didn't know, you should always stay lunching. Catch y'all later. Happy New Year and peace.